I'm going to make a statement right now. It's a blanket statement. I don't even know what that means. I just like saying it. The Cleveland Browns go into Big D and beat them. I don't care how they do it. If they go into Big D and they beat Dallas, this is not only a playoff team, but as the year progresses, this will be a dangerous team. Mayfield will eventually get back to how he was in a rookie year. When we need him to take over a game, he will. With our running back situation, I mean, you got two number one running backs. You got listen. You got on the Cleveland Browns. You got two number one running backs. You got two number one receivers. You got two number one tight ends. You have a fucking bunch of weapons there offensively. The problem is consistently with defense. They get injured. Our linebackers. I'll tell you what. We had a lot of turnovers yesterday. Browns defense actually played good. I rewatched the game yesterday. They actually played good. They gave up some yardage, but they played good. Turned the ball over. Now, thankfully, Joanne D.W. Haskins just isn't the guy right now at this juncture. I think he will be the guy, but he ain't the guy right now. The Cowboys, we got to score 40 points to beat them. There's no doubt about that. And we got a couple things going for us right now. Mike McCarthy, one of the, you look at Mike McCarthy on the Cowboys sideline. He looks like Mike McCarthy to me looks like what do you call it? A recess monitor. He don't even look like he does anything. He don't even look like a coach. He looks like a recess monitor. Someone just overseeing the other coaches working while he's just sitting there watching. He don't look like a coach. I mean, he does nothing. He looks like a recess monitor. So we have that going for us. And the Cowboys' defense is horrible. Our defense and the Cowboys' defense are about the same. But they have Dak and D.W. Prescott. They got a great receiving core. And Denzel Ward's going to have to come up big. Hopefully we get Greedy Williams back for that game. It's going to be a big matchup. If we beat the Cowboys, and they're a 5, said they'd be a 6 or 7 point underdog. They're a 5-point underdog. If we somehow beat the Cowboys, you're going to have to start worrying about the Cleveland Browns as the year progresses because they're going to get better weekly. And Kevin Stefanski has proven why. While everybody else wanted that guy from New England, Josh McDaniels, I didn't like Stefanski because I didn't like the way he looked for some reason. I don't know, Barry, George Clooney. But then I looked at his credentials and I said, this is our guy. And I knew we had a stud in him. So, we got Stefanski. Better coaching. I think 20 years when you look at everything down the road, you're going to see better quarterback. I really believe Mayfield. I think, I look at Mayfield now. I didn't think he played good at all yesterday, personally. But I look at Mayfield as a guy, like Steve Smith said, he's basically in his rookie year. I look at Mayfield, he's still going to be the next better. And I really believe this. And did I want to bench him yesterday? Yes. I wanted to put Case Daniel Keenum in because I know Case Daniel Keenum knows his offense in the back of his hand. He flourished in it years ago. But, hey, we got the win. I still believe Mayfield's going to be a beast. Now, if he has about 4 or 5 games where he plays like outright shit, then I'm done with him. That's that simple, but I still believe in him. So I'm confident Baker Daniel Mayfield will be a fucking beast. So I think this is a big game. If we beat the Cowboys, this is going to be biblical. Now, if we end up by getting shellacked 45-13, Baker plays like shit, then I'm going to be honest with you. You're 2-2. You got to make a move to Keenum. You got to make a move to Keenum because this team could make the playoffs this year. And if Mayfield can't get it done against the Cowboys, listen, it's time to move on. I know I'm talking about Mayfield's going to be a great quarterback, but if you play bad against the Cowboys, you got to move on. I'm sorry. You have to. So, and listen, if I was coaching right now, I would have put Case Daniel Keenum in yesterday at halftime. I would have. That's just how I am. And next game, I would have said, we'll see what Baker does. But that's why I should be a coach. I know more than these NFL coaches. I get a feel from the game from just sitting here at my house, and I know more than most of the coaches in the league. I'm a genius when it comes to football. You know that. I know that. No, unfortunately, the NFL GMs don't know that yet, but they will. Anyway, just a pre-game synopsis of what Cleveland needs to do to win a game against Dallas.